It is now my pleasure to welcome His Excellency Edi Rama, Prime Minister of Albania. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
I'm probably the tallest here, but from one of the smallest countries, Albania. My fellow citizens and I look up to your countries as models of good government. In important events such as this one, we are told what to do. We tend to listen and take notes. And so I've listened and I've taken my notes. But the question with which I came here has not been answered yet. Perhaps it has not occurred to anyone. So I thought I'd make it clear. How do the big polluters intend to help us? A non-polluter. Yes, a non-polluter. Our energy production is based on renewables, 100%. Zero fossil fuels. We do not just pledge to meet the common challenge of commitments made and targets set. We do it today, 2021. But we are not self-sufficient, so we have to import energy. And therefore, we import pollution. And our small country asks, how long do we have to continue to do the right thing just alone? How long do we have to pay the price? First, for the contribution to climate change of the big guys, then for their failure to remedy its consequences. We could have taken all the lucrative offers for coal thermal plants that we have received over the years. They would have helped us to balance our dry seasons in a country relying 100% on hydropower. When the lack of rain obliged us to go to the market and buy very expensive energy from the big guys. I'm proud we did not. But now, my small country looks at what is going on here and sees how the biggest polluters get also the biggest chunks of the money. Guess what? To assist us to deal with climate change. Now that winter nears, our budget is bleeding because we have to buy in energy and prices skyrocket. Moreover, because it has been so dry, our hydropower plants cannot meet our needs. And so we are caught between the Sheila of wishing to have rain for our electricity production and the Charybdis of risking devastating floods that erode massive chunks of our small rural economy. The climate crisis in action. So my small country says to itself, you are 100% renewable, yes, but what's the answer for the families and the small businesses who cannot afford to pay even higher bills for their electricity consumption? Are we paying a price for doing the right thing? We cannot wait around to see if the markets move quickly in the right direction. I hope that here will be delivered on the promises of finance to support low and middle income countries, starting from the clean energy role models like Albania. This financing must not come in the form of loans that entrap our countries in cycles of debt, but through grants that empower us to invest. And I hope the support will not continue to mean endless studies and strategies which impact far less than it costs to pay people from rich countries to draft them. It is a noble stance to refuse any mixing with fossil fuel of our 100% renewable energy production. Some of the guys here may be able to afford it. For us, it is literally a daily struggle. The model is not affordable if it is not supported from richer and more powerful countries. I'm aware that the future of climate initiatives does not depend on how they affect Albania and others like Albania. But the lack of action of the big polluters affect us. And many like us who pay the price for the profits of the big polluters. I started by saying that we look up to countries, big countries, as models of good government. I hope we won't come to realize that this was a big mistake. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.